Fresh flowers in my studio. I've upgraded a lot. I just got back from the lab and we broke so many things there, and I was able to use the drop tower for multiple episodes. I'm actually really excited about what's coming out. We're going to talk about that in this video and other things that I'm updating you on our Monday update video. The video that comes out on Wednesday is the frozen ropes we tested. We froze a bunch of ropes in basically blocks of ice and then slack snapped them. And we're putting in a ton of effort into the edit because I'm trying to squish down the testing into a maybe half of the time I used to do it, but still deliver all the results and everything that was interesting throughout the video, because there was quite a bit of interesting things about it, and I think you'll be quite surprised what we found. I also not only slack snapped Purcell Prussiks, but drop towered Purcell Prussiks. The whole idea of a Purcell Prussik is it's a personal anchor that has shock absorption properties, and we were able to demonstrate when that was good and when it wasn't, because there's a trick you can do to them, but then you lose your advantage of the absorption. So you can generate a lot of forces with a personal anchor if you're like even falling 2 feet on them. It can hurt you pretty bad or even blow the piece you're on. So it's something I really wanted to pursue, and we're not going to stop at Purcell Prussiks, but we're going to continue to research all sorts of personal anchors. We did a really fun test that if you basically place a gear and it blows, does it help reduce the force on the piece that catches you? I won't spoil it, but we were able to test that, and it was pretty cool to come up with like paracord dog bones, which we called catnip, and then the actual dog bone caught us. That was the good piece below the crappy pieces. And we did it multiple times. I think we demonstrated that it actually does, well, do whatever it ended up doing. Also, in pursuit of my 81-to-1 pulley system with my crazy 9-to-1 with a 3-to-1, 3-to-1 pulley, I'm trying to reduce that down to not have any multipliers so we can use the electric capstan winch that we have for now the drop tower, and or pulling it with a vehicle, a snowmobile, 5 dudes, whatever, so we can not have to deal with resetting and just pulling slowly and steady. And there's a lot of application for a slack snap 4.0 where we can actually go anywhere and brake test stuff, including Iceland, where it is our goal to break V-threads, ice screws, and a whole bunch of human testing. But the mechanical advantage is a myth video we made about it is actually quite interesting. It shows how much stretch affects a pulley system just as much as friction does. But we also demonstrated how much friction affects a system as well. And we found, I will spoil this one, we found a 5-to-1 to be almost as efficient as a 9-to-1. So even if you are using pulleys, it still is friction. Nothing's perfect. And a lot of the theories in pulley and mechanical advantage is in a sterile environment with a cable that doesn't stretch and 100% efficiency. And that's not realistic. And we like to test real life scenarios because I need real life results when I'm pulling things that might be up to 30 kilonewtons. And we even have ideas on how to use line scales that only read up to 30 kilonewtons by using reduction systems. So we can basically break anything, anywhere, when I finally figure out how it all works. Now, if you want to be entertained, you can just read the comments section in our first drop test video we make about how either unsafe I'm being or how it's not built right. It's not done. The perfect descent is the auto blade device that I have that I'm connected to at all times. It ended up being exactly what I was looking for. I love that thing. And I can come down and go back up quite quickly. I even put climbing holds on the legs so I can easily and very fun-like get up there. But it has an I-beam that we're going to eliminate. We're going to put a platform on the outside, not on the inside like originally thought. And that way I can step off to the side, but still be up there and manage whatever I need to manage up there. So there's a lot of things I want to detail. We're going to add some more truss-like structural stuff, some more diagonals. But we were dropping 20 kilonewton, 18 kilonewton things over and over and over, and it was fine. It's 1/4 inch steel. I just don't see a dynamic rope breaking 1/4 inch thick tubing. Another really interesting test on the drop tower was we put multiple carabiners in one hanger. Because you know, they'll kind of like sit like sideways. And it actually was less bad than I thought. It took 3 carabiners in one hanger before it was as bad as I thought it was going to be. We also dropped Nalgene's, and basically to show that that little plastic clip on the end isn't super good enough, and if you drop a 2-liter bottle of water on somebody's head, they could die. So we talk about how to secure things to you, including bottles if you're big wall and you're pulling stuff out of bags, how to securely make that so you don't kill anybody or lose things that you clearly need since you hauled them up a rock. Anyways, we probably did about 15 episodes worth of breaking and supplemental breaks for videos we've already filmed. So I loved the time that I had at the lab. We also got the lab more functional and more decorated. We actually got the garage door all foamed up so it has better sound and a better look, and did a whole bunch of stuff on the drop tower, including adding the support X's and drilling all sorts of hangers and climbing holds on it. So the first half of the trip was infrastructure, the second half was actually breaking stuff. Another exciting thing on Wednesday's video that's coming out is extremegear.org's first sale. I get to tinker with the sales that we do on the site, and I get to really give a lot of feedback. It's like having all of the benefits of a store with none of the responsibility. And John Fioroni, who does Cave Exploration Society, this is an offshoot from their nonprofit. All the money that's earned on that gear shop goes and supports their nonprofit. And I also get, and I'm going to reveal all my numbers here, I'm getting 10% of whatever sells on the site that isn't on sale. So the sales that we are going to do, basically he's making no money and I'm making no money, but it is also a really fun way to get you guys engaged. So for example, on Wednesday, I may not disclose what we're doing ahead of time each time, but we're going to do 24% off for the first 24 hours. Now that saves you a couple $100 on the expensive ropes, and you can get even a climbing gym rope for under $90. So 24% off is a pretty good discount to start off with, and it is just to get everybody pretty excited. The goal is every Wednesday I can do a different discount on different products. So on Wednesday, the discount is for dynamic ropes, and then the following Wednesday would be for whatever's relevant to the video, honestly. Now the catch is you have to watch the whole video because I only give the discount code one letter at a time. And I really want the engagement on the videos, and the discounts are for the most loyal subscribers. And because these discounts will sometimes only last for 90 minutes, sometimes for 3 days, Wednesdays will last for 24 hours, is people will learn they have to push the bell notification and not depend on the algorithm telling them when the video comes out. So I think it's really going to actually help the channel and help us get over 100,000 subscribers. And it's going to help the shop get a lot of exposure, having really big discounts on a kind of regular basis. Having them very time sensitive makes it so we don't lose a bunch of money by offering so much of a discount. But just like anything I do, I really want your guys' feedback on the shop. We're working on a logo. We're working on getting more products on there. This is owned and operated by Cave Exploration Society. This is not something I own. They support this channel with 10% of whatever you buy. I don't own, I don't operate, I don't do anything. We are going to be embedding how not to buy guides, like what is elongation in ropes? What does it mean? How much sheath do you want? What size diameter of a dynamic rope do you want? There are, I think, 5 or 6 9-point-something millimeter dynamic rope on the website. Like, which one do you pick? So the goal is to make the information super, super easy for anybody to know how to navigate their way around if they've never bought gear before. So I'm just excited to help really steer how dynamometers are made for the Line Scale 3 project, how a climbing and caving shop basically looks, feels, and the information they put out is pretty fun. And also I'm working on a social media platform, studio page, and helping steer how that is going to be for the content creators, but also the end users. So it's kind of fun being behind the scenes and doing this stuff. And I'd really love if you guys buy all your climbing and caving gear from extremegear.org. It'll help support me. It'll help support their nonprofit. And I appreciate you guys watching to the end. There's no discount codes for this video, but If you also want to donate, that super helps because that is literally the lifeblood of this channel at this point. We have a whole video that we just did about all my numbers and how much money I made in 2021 and where it went. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday, the day I post. Cheers.